Good morning, happy Wednesday. This is Anthony Special with Hawkeye Traders. I hope everyone is having a fantastic week so far. Today, I want to pick up where we left off with talking about our indicators. So let's jump in. But before we do that, I just need to share with you that anything that I explain today, any examples I provide, this is for educational and informational purposes only. Do not take anything as financial advice because it is certainly not. So guys, today I want to talk about the Hawkeye Heat Map. And what is the Hawkeye Heat Map? Imagine having the ability to take the temperature of the market that you're trading, the time frame you're trading, and looking at it on three different scales: a conservative scale, a normal scale, and an aggressive scale. That's what the heat map is doing. Now, the heat map is more than just looking at one time frame. Hawkeye offers a heat map on multiple time frames, so you can add it to your analysis to see what's happening on your higher time frames that we would qualify our trades with on our roadkill. So that's essentially what we're doing. We're taking the temperature of the market to know if the market is going to continue in the direction we're going, that we should hold on to our position, or maybe we see that it's starting to reverse or consolidate. And that's where, that's a pretty powerful tool to have. So let's take a look at what each of these colors mean and why. So the heat map works on all time frames and displays four different color variations. Red meaning the market is in a strong downturn or downtrend or bearish movement. A bright green meaning that the markets are in a strong uptrend or in a bullish movement. Now, the dark red and the dark green are one of two colors that are telling you that some of the other trend speeds the heat map is monitoring is telling you that it's starting to either go to a neutral or opposite trend. So guys, that is telling us that the market is either pausing or in congestion or potentially reversing. The function of the heat map is to use it with the other tools that we have, to use it with the volume, to use it with our roadkill, to use it with our entry, so that we can take a temperature of the market. Now, we want to know that the underlying temperature of the market is going in the direction that we're taking our trade. And that's so powerful to know, and we do that all in one indicator that just simply paints a color. And it couldn't be easier for you to quickly, when you're doing your analysis, see how this works.
Hawkeye Heat Map is a very powerful indicator. And I've taken the three trend speeds out of the trend, conservative, normal, and aggressive, and built them all into one indicator. And this tells me whether the overall bias is to the upside, strong trend, or whether the trend is weakening. For example, in this downtrend here, you can see that this heat map here at the bottom is bright red until we get to this point here, where it goes dark red, telling me that one or two of the trends have either gone neutral or clicked into the upside. And we follow that along, and sure enough, here it goes dark green, telling me that one or two of the trends have clicked to the long side, bright green telling me that all trends have clicked to the long side, and it just gives you the confidence to hold through a trend. For example, here it did go dark green, telling me that one of the trends had clicked to the short side on that move down there, but the overall bias was long. And now we've gone right to the top of Apple Daily, and we can see that it's had 4 bars showing that there is weakness in this uptrend. It is a terribly powerful visual indicator. Please use it.
So guys, how special is it to know that we can see the underlying temperature of the market in the process of entering a trade? Now, here is what my analysis portion of my chart would look like. I zoomed in on it so you could see. I have my entry time frame, my heat map, and my 2 higher qualifying time frames. Guys, you could see that when the entry came along with higher time frame confluence, the heat map was bright red. So the temperature of the market told me that taking this position was going to push, was underlying pushing my position in the way I want to go, and ultimately it was a successful trade. Guys, here's another look, just so you know it doesn't work to one side, it works to the long side also. So my qualifying entry was that long entry there. We had a trend entry dot on our roadkill. We had heat map in bright green. We had supporting trend and volume on our 2 higher time frames. And sure enough, we got long, and we took our trade to the upside. So what's happening here every time we use this heat map is that we're taking a temperature. What's the first thing that they do when you walk into an emergency room or a doctor's office? Triage. The first thing they do is take your temperature. Well, shouldn't we have the same opportunity to take the temperature of the market, to know if we're running hot or cold, red or green, so we know that there's some other drive of confluence that's telling us whether this trade is going to be successful or not. And that's exactly what the heat map is doing. So guys, today I wanted to share 3 simple rules in life. 1, if you do not go after what you want, you'll never have it. Now, that sounds maybe silly, and I'm sure you've heard it before, but it's the truth. If you don't pursue the direction in life you wish to travel, if you don't pursue the goals that you've set for yourself, you're never going to get there. You have to be able to go out of your comfort zone and trudge forward in your life and go after what you want. Whether it's in your trading career, your personal life, your business, your job, whatever. You should have that same drive in every aspect of your life. If you don't ask, the answer will always be no. Guys, you never know what the thought process of somebody else is. You never know what place in their life they are. The idea of approaching somebody and saying, hey, listen, I'm interested in buying this, or I'm interested in doing that, or I'm interested in working with you. If you never ask them, you'll never know if there was an opportunity there. I mean, are you willing to look back in your life and not know that you took the action to at least ask the question? What's the worst somebody's going to tell you? No? Okay. Thank you. Goodbye and good luck. That's okay. It doesn't have to be more difficult than that, because it just doesn't. And so many people are afraid of rejection. So many people are afraid of hearing the word no. Now, guys, listen, I'm not a salesman by any means. I'm a businessman. I've always been a businessman my entire life. But I have friends that are in the sales end of multiple different industries. Do you know how many no's you have to hear before you get a yes? I mean, it's struggling to know that you will hear no 10 times more frequently than you will hear yes. But you can't be afraid to ask, because the worst that anybody could ever tell you is no. And every no that you get, you're closer to your next yes. Guys, I look at it the same way when I take a trade. If I take a losing trade, every losing trade I take, I'm closer to my next winning trade. I'm not afraid to take the trade. I'm not afraid to ask the question. I'm asking the market if it's going to go in the direction that I suspect it will. And if it does, great. If it doesn't, it's okay, because I'm closer to the next time it will. If you don't step forward, you'll always be in the same place. Guys, this is super powerful. You have to be willing to step out of your comfort zone. You have to be willing to trudge forward. Guys, staying stagnant in life and in anything, in your business, in your career, in your job, in your trading, in whatever, they're all your physical self, your relationships. There always has to be a drive going forward, because if there's not a drive going forward, you're missing all the upside potential in life. You're missing the happiness, you're missing the balance, you're missing the stability, you're missing so much. You'll be stuck where you are today if you don't look forward. Now, guys, listen, some people like where they are today, and that's okay. But if you don't keep moving forward, believe it or not, as time passes, you start falling behind. Life evolves around us. There's nothing any of us can do to stop it. So we need to keep evolving with life. We need to keep evolving, personally, professionally, financially, physically, as human beings. It's just the path that we are meant to take. All right? And I hope that these 3 things resonate with you, because they resonate with me very, very deeply. And I wanted to share them with you because they have a lot of purpose behind them. Guys, remember, you can always follow my Hawkeye Power trading strategy. I'm averaging north of 6 figures a year, year after year, at bigenergyprofits.com. If you missed our live events from last week, that's okay. We are sending out recordings because we've had such an amazing and humbling demand for people to get involved working with me. And I'm really looking forward to what that presents in the future. So, head on over to bigenergyprofits.com, or keep an eye on your email. I'm sure you'll get something from me personally, Big Energy Profits, Hawkeye, Market Traders Daily. Guys, we're in constant contact with you, because we are constantly building such incredible and amazing value that you're never going to get anywhere else. There's so many other these sales programs out there that just want to sell you anything they'll take your money. We as a company really pride ourselves in knowing that we deliver more value than what it's costing you, and that for us is why we're just super humbled to be part of your day, part of your life, and part of your strategy moving forward. Guys, I'll wrap up for today. Remember, you can call us anytime, 888-233-8598. Visit us at HawkeyeTraders.com to learn more about anything I've shared with you. And you can always email us at team1@HawkeyeTraders.com. Guys, if you're using Hawkeye, make sure you are using it to the full extent. Make sure you understand the indicators you bought. Make sure you are following the back office members area training. Make sure you're joining me on Wednesday mornings for our live training. We're talking about the market. We're talking about the indicators. We're talking about methodology. We're talking about psychology. We're talking about everything that it takes to be a complete and successful trader. We're not just selling you a product and wishing you the best of luck. Guys, if you're not using Hawkeye, that's okay. You should be. Click the link below. Watch the VSwarm webinar with my buddy Dustin. Give us some feedback. Let us know what you're thinking. Let us know which direction you want to go in. And, from there, we will help you be the trader that you need to be. All right, guys? Have a great day. Have a blessed day. Have a profitable day. And I'll talk to you tomorrow morning. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.